Okay, this is chapter 16, page 162. We just stopped off Maya and Al got married. We figured that out. That was the big white building was a church, and the man in the black was some kind of minister, I believe, or a priest. And it seems like Ellie had an important job by bringing the ring, the wedding ring, through the aisle of the church. Okay, but Ellie's realized that they're not going to do work again. Okay, here we go. We must have found all the people who needed to be found, and maybe Wally and Belinda just didn't want to play anymore. I didn't really understand it. I missed Find, and I missed the sense that Maya and I were doing something important together. That we were a team, the way Jacob and I had been. But if Maya didn't want to work anymore, I guess we would not be doing it. So I was surprised the day that Maya, dressed in her uniform, called to me. "Ready for work, Ellie?" she asked. My ears perked up. Work? Really? I nearly knocked her over dashing to the car. One thing puzzled me. Maya was relaxed, not tense. Remember, when you're tense, you're very worried, and very often your muscles are tight. She was smiling, not serious. She had never been like this before when we were going to work. I wondered why. She pulled the car up in front of a big building and took me up to the front door. "It's a school, Ellie. You're going to like it here. Lots of kids, just like at Mama's house." Maya opened the big doors and we went inside. There were lots of kids in the building, many more than at Mama's house. Maya took me into a big, noisy room with a stage up front and rows of children sitting in chairs. They started laughing and calling out as soon as they caught sight of me. "Dog! Look at the dog! Can I pet her? She's so cute!" Maya and I walked up some stairs to the stage. She told me to sit, and I did it. Someone must have told the children to sit as well, but they were not very good at it yet. They wiggled and bounced and got up on their knees to see better. A woman got up and talked to the children. I wasn't paying much attention to her voice since I didn't know it well. "Use your listening ears," I heard her say, "and best manners, please, and a real welcome." Then all the children clapped. The noise startled me, and they laughed. I wagged. The joy that I could see in their faces and hear in their giggling voices made me happy, even though there didn't seem to be much to do here. Maya walked me forward, and when she spoke, her voice was loud. "This is Ellie." I perked up my ears, looking up to see if a command would follow. "She is a retired search and rescue dog. As part of our outreach program, I wanted to come to talk to you about how Ellie has helped find lost children, and what you can do if you ever become lost," Maya said. No command. I sat down and yawned. I waited for about half an hour while Maya talked. Then she led me down off the stage. The children lined up and came in small groups to pet me. Some gave me grabby hugs. Some hung back, a little afraid. One girl timidly, that means like shyly, offered me her hand, and I licked it, tasting salty crackers and a smudge of chocolate. She jumped back with a squeal, but she was giggling. After that, Maya and I did school often. Sometimes the children were younger, sometimes older. The younger ones gave me more hugs. The older ones scratched behind my ears. Either one was fine with me. Sometimes we went to other buildings where there were no children at all, but people as old as Marilyn. One of the first people I had ever found. Remember, that was the lady who had lost her memory, and Ellie found her on the swing set. Or to places that had sharp chemical smells. I couldn't smell as much anymore, but those places reminded me of the liquid that had splashed onto my nose and hurt it. I didn't like the smell, but I did like the people. They were lying in beds or sitting in strange chairs with wheels, and I could smell and feel that they were sad or sick or in pain. So where do you think that could be? With a place with unusual smells and people in chairs with wheels? What do you think? Maybe the hospital? But some of that sadness lifted when Maya talked to them and they stroked my fur. I wasn't saving these people exactly. They weren't lost, except that it sort of felt as if they were. Somehow, this was a new kind of work. I didn't really understand it, but Maya was there and people were happier when we left. That seemed right. That was what work was for, to make things better. Okay, that was the end of chapter 16. We are just about done. We have chapter 17 and 18, I believe. So let's stop this, upload it, and keep going.